Welcome everyone to another episode of the Captain's Lounge, aka the new Captain's Quarters, and now we have a special guest with us today, aka Mr. JayForce. How you doing today, Jay?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. I want to thank you for
Pleasure to
taking,
be here.
man. That's absolutely, absolutely, man. I want to thank you for going ahead, taking your time out, and coming here today, and go and give me an opportunity to interview for like the first time on show, man. This is actually my legit first time giving you a one-on-one session on camera, and I'm really excited about it.
This is my first interview too. Well, actually, I take that back. This is my second one.
It's like, okay, yeah, man. So we're gonna build that repertoire up, man. Coco, thank you for tuning in. Thank you. So like I stated before, man, I did in our title screen. We got a special individual here, man. We got one of the best Midwest players in Smash here today. We got Jay Garrett, aka Mr. Force of J, aka JayForce, in the building, man. I just had to give you that intro, man, because you are literally one of the top Smash players in the nation, one of the best in the Midwest, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
I'll say I'm up there. I wouldn't say I'm up there, top player, but I would say I'm pretty decent. So yeah.
Man, he's being modest, man. This man got skills, and people want to go ahead and try to downplay their skills, man. Not this year, not while we're here, man. Not on this show, and no more moving forward. We're going to give our props to ourselves, to the time we put to make sure we put the skills in the practice. We're going to show them off and brag about our accomplishments, man. So I definitely want to give you the opportunity to talk about yourself. So Jay, before we move forward, I want to thank everyone for tuning in again for the Captain's Lounge. It's a substitute for the Blurry Lines podcast. It's my nephew's birthday weekend, so G is off. I had to go ahead and do that. And another guest that we had, Lady Gunner, unfortunately had some stuff that happened that put her within the hospital, man. So we moved things up, and I got my boy Jay here. So that's how we're doing it. So JayForce, I got some questions for you, man. I got some questions. I got things I want to
Ask
get
away.
into. So how long have you been playing Smash? Well, fighting games competitively. Well, no. Let's start. When did you start playing fighting? I mean, just playing games in general.
Uh, Boy, I want to say my kindergarten, first grade year.
Oh wow.
Me and my brother, we shared the NES back in the day, and I was always around him at the time.
Mm-hmm.
In our old house, we used to always play the NES together, like Ninja Turtles, Super Mario Brothers, baseball, just
Okay.
regular iconic Nintendo games. And when we started gaming, I used to always watch my brother play,
When
and
we
when it was
started
my turn to
gaming,
play, he would hand me the controller and tell me the controls, yada yada. But the funny part is he never taught me how I should hold a controller. So me being young at the time, I was holding the controller upside down without me actually knowing I was holding the controller upside down when it was really supposed to be right side up. And I just stuck with that style since then, since PlayStation, Nintendo 64, and so forth. And then when I got to Smash Brothers on the Nintendo 64, I was over at my best friend's house, Alex. If you're watching this, how you doing? I was playing Smash Brothers over there, and he called me. I was like, "Yo, Jay, you know you playing the controller upside down?" I said, "No, I had no idea. I thought this is how you hold a controller." He showed me how you hold it. So when I tried to hold it upside or right side up, my controls were all over the place, and I did not like it. So I just decided to hold it upside down just until I ever retire from gaming.
Right. So yeah. So if anyone just picked that up, Jay plays all his games upside down. Jay, do
And
you
if
have a
you want
good?
to see how I hold it, here's how I play it.
He holds the controller just like that. And then like he plays every game like that from the game. How he plays it with the GameCube is amazing. Plays it with the PlayStation, Xbox, everything he has, and you set your buttons up to fit your play style, correct?
Yes. I use my pinkies for the shoulder buttons and the
Okay.
Z button as well. And then as for moving, I just use this. Some games like flying, I want to say like Star Fox or anything that requires piloting, all may or may not use inverted controls,
Hmm.
but any other game, I'll just use regular controls, just me holding upside down. So if I'm already playing inverted upside down, then I don't need to switch controls unless otherwise.
Okay. Okay. So you started playing when you was in kindergarten. When did you take Smash seriously? Where you was like, I really enjoy this, and I want to go ahead and get competitive
Oh
on this.
boy. So my first story playing Smash competitively, I was over a friend's house one day and he wanted to play what was the game? It was Tatsunoko versus Capcom competitively. And then I saw there was Smash Brothers Melee competitively. And at the time, I really loved Melee until I actually started playing competitively because when I got into my first competitive tournament for Smash Melee, I just realized how broken the game is. There was just so many combos and glitches and make broke just goddamn broken mechanics that just frustrated the hell out of me. And I didn't even realize I was playing the worst character in the game.
Which was
Well, I want to say Link. I was playing Link. I made Link to Smash 64. He was worse than 64. He was dog shit in Melee. So at the time, I didn't know Link was that bad until I started fighting maybe what the top 10 characters that's viable in Melee. I was just getting steamrolled and I was just getting upset. I'm like, I don't want to play this game competitively anymore in Melee.
okay.
And then when Brawl came out, I really enjoyed the game. I started playing competitively here and there, but not for big tournaments, more like GameStop tournaments or local tournaments.
Hmm.
And then when Smash 4 came out, I started playing real competitively at Indiana's Gen Con back in 2014.
2014. Okay.
They had a Smash tournament for Wii U by the time Smash, no, actually 2015, when Smash Brothers Wii U came out in November of 2014. I started going to the convention. I entered a tournament and played doubles with, actually, no, I played singles and I got to second place. I lost first to Amar, even
Okay.
though I was still new to the competitive scene. So I just relied on my skills as training with a level 50 Link amiibo, because that's really how I got better at the game. And then when I was playing competitively at Gen Con, I got second in singles. And then the guy that beat me in singles, we ended up playing doubles and won first place. And then I was introduced to eBash in near Castleton a long
Okay.
time ago before it shut down. And I started growing competitively in the Smash community and getting better at the game. And
Okay.
I became viral just for entering that venue the first day.
Okay, that's good, man. And I've seen you made a lot of connections and a lot of your name, especially in the indie scene, has grown a lot. And just not from the Smash side, I do know that you're very diverse in the realm of Soul Calibur.
Oh yes.
That's one of the games that I was introduced you to when I sat down and spoke with Derek. Derek introduced me to you, and he was like, "Nick, watch him." I was like, damn, he's good, but no, look at his hands. I was like, oh, damn, he's playing the control upside down, and when you was
It's
playing
always making a scene,
right,
especially when I'm playing.
right, and then I think the game he was playing was Tekken, and of course, every time we go over Derek's house, it was first to 10. Everyone has to fight Joe. Like you have to go in there, fight Joe, because Joe's gonna be like, oh, you came here for some Mishima hands.
Oh yeah, Joe. He holds his reputation good. It's always the Mishimas that hold their reputation really good.
Absolutely. So, question, man. So we have been seeing a lot that's going on in the community. From I've seen a lot of your reaction takes on how Smash Ultimate introduced new characters and where the community is going as a whole. So my question is, how do you feel as though? What do you
Oh,
feel the stance of Smash Ultimate right now as far as character diversity goes? Like, do you feel as though there's a well diverse set of characters that are valuable in the competitive scene, or is there still just those top 10 characters that you will see no matter what in the scene?
I want to say from all the Smash games I played, I say Ultimate is more viable in terms of every character being unique in their way and getting results with that said character. I don't feel like I don't feel like the game is like Smash 4 Ball where maybe 10, 15 plus characters are only playable just to get top results. The Ultimate, I feel like the game is balanced enough to the point where you can really make it up there with that said character and just try to improve and get better at the meta. But you're always going to have maybe the top 10 or 15 that's going to be a really struggling matchup because really in Smash Bros. To me, I feel it's more of you as a person, how you want to evolve that character to being top up there versus people jumping on the bandwagon and say, "Oh, I want to play this character because this top player won a tournament with this set character." But it
So
shouldn't be like that.
right. So I wasn't too heavy into the scene. I always play like I'll go to a tournament here and there, and I'll pick my character that I enjoy. One was when I actually got into the scene of Mortal Kombat real heavy in the indie. Was Kung Jin, and he was not one of those top players. I mean, characters in which you've seen in like the main events in
Oh
tournaments.
yeah.
So how do you feel as though with people who rather choose their type of character that they want? Like, say, I'm only going to compete with a character I love. Do you feel as though those people hold more value and
Yes,
love for the
actually.
community, or people who feel as though Sonic Fox used this character, therefore I know I'm going to be good, or Nee used Brian, therefore I'm Nee, I can use Brian? Or do you feel as though people need to still find their characters that fit their play styles and build that up, or is there just the stigma of I pick this character, I win type deal?
Uh 50-50 on this topic because the way I see it, like me, I played Link and Young Link in Smash Ultimate. I used to play Palutena before DLC came out. And I started dropping Palutena because honestly, I wasn't having fun with the character because everybody was just. I feel like at the time the character was just an easy pickup just to win tournaments here and there. So I felt like, okay, well, if you pick Palutena, then they're guaranteed to win because of this character's meta in the game. But this was before DLC happened, or even then through DLC, people still play Palutena. But they got to realize as the game evolves, the characters are top tier. They're going to be patched in a way where it's going to be easier to deal with the character, but it's still going to be annoying to deal with the character. So I definitely feel if you have a character who you have a passion for or really attached to, like me as a Link main, I have fun with Link all the time. I know Link's strengths and weaknesses, and most of the time, I play Link a certain way that people don't understand, or I play Link a certain way where people just get frustrated. And Link's very exploitable in Ultimate. Like he may hit like a truck, but his frame data is not all that good. So of course, I have to take in consideration. I can't just button mash versus a character like Pikachu, who can easily just dominate me and just take advantage of my sluggish frame data and just beat out every option I have. So he's got an
Right.
advantage over me because he's a speedy character. But I also have to remember that Pikachu's also lightweight, so I can kill him easily. So I feel like if you want to pick up a character that you have a passion or really shine in, go for it. Put the effort in, train on your matchups, all that. It may be frustrating, but it's not impossible to win with a low tier character versus a character that's very high tier in the meta. As
Okay.
far as people who, like you said, Sonic Fox or MK just main any character on the fly, because those people, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who can main an entire roster of this game, whatever game they're playing, and just make some god tier results with that said character, just because they're so used to adapting to each character's play style, how they're meant to play. Like I watch Punk sometimes streaming on YouTube, and it's amazing how he could pick any character in Street Fighter Five and just dominate. It's just amazing how his mindset works.
I,
Me, on the other hand, I feel in certain fighting games, I'll main maybe 2 to 3 characters, but maining 4 or 5, or even the whole roster. Some characters, like I said, I find boring or just don't like their play style. So I'll stick to 2 to 3 characters I like maining.
oh, okay. I definitely feel that, man. And it does amaze me on how crazy how like Sonic Fox or Nee have the ability to pick up these characters and not just be able to play them, but play them at a high competitive level in which they can use them in tournaments and win big.
Yeah.
My thing is, my question to you is: do you find value of having talents? Well, not talents, but having the ability to play high characters. I mean, multiple characters at a high rate, or do you feel as though people should just focus in on like their one character and just learn how other characters fight them and adapt to that? Should they be able to know the button inputs of those other characters? But I do, or should they just focus in on appreciate Gully for the follow and the subscription, man. Love, appreciate you sliding through. Or trying to see the value within that. So you'll see. Wait a minute. So which one do you find value in? Knowing all the characters and playing them value, or just knowing your one character and adapting to situations as far as tournaments goes?
I want to say knowing your one character that you absolutely want to play and learn, because there's a drawback to you wanting to main the entire roster versus a character you absolutely sure you want to put work in and actually learn and adapt and learn all your confirms, combos, setups, all that. My only drawback in people who main the entire roster, like, props to players who can pick up any character on the fly, learn the matchup, learn their optimal punishes, combos, all that. Props to them from learning all that. But my only drawback is you also got those players who want to learn all the characters, but at the same time, you may not have fun with that character because, there's players out there who, let's say their main character is not winning a tournament, or let's say their main character is not winning a matchup they struggle against. So they feel the need to pick up character A, B, or character B, C, D, E, F. Now you're not having fun with the game. You're picking up a character just to win this matchup. But it's okay to have a counter pick. It's always okay to have a counter pick. But I feel
Right.
like the counter pick should be a minimum of 3 to 5 characters at least. Because if you're dealing with a character with a massive roster and you got like 20, 30, 40 plus fighters, and you're trying to main the entire roster just to win that specific matchup, I feel like you're not really going to have fun with the game. Because you're always going to have a character that's going to struggle against a certain matchup. Like with Smash Brothers, you got like 80 plus characters plus DLCs, and it's
So yeah.
already stressful to learn all those matchups. Like
Right.
me as a Link main, I'm not going to study every frame data, but I'm also going to study the characters who I feel this character struggle against. So I have to be mindful of what matchups am I learning, what matchups am I wanting to learn, how can I deal with this character's pressure, et cetera, et cetera. So it's more really about research into how you want to evolve competitively in the fighting community. It's really about picking a character you want to pick up, how you want to evolve, how you want to learn with this character. If you want to main the entire roster just a counter pick, or you're used to that, go for it. I mean, I find it as a real talent and gift for me. Because me personally, I couldn't do that. I just get bored with the characters fast. If I'm
Right.
going through the entire roster, trying to pick up this character and this character and this character, I already know how they play, but I'm not trying to main the roster because I want to stick to a character who I have a passion for and who I really want to learn and evolve and grow into that character and just pull off cool combos or notable wins that I struggle against.
Right. So you're more of, if you're going to play competitive, make sure you're having fun with the competitive aspect and
Yeah.
just not focus on just be like, I need to get this S tier type character and be
Yeah,
good and just
focusing
win
it
tournament.
competitively just to win is not
It's not enjoyable.
focusing competitively to win is not enjoyable because at the end of the day, you're going to stress yourself out. Your passion's going to fade away, and then you're going to maybe develop, you know, unsportsman incentives. I'm not saying that's always a thing, but I've seen people who jump from character to character to character in different tournaments, and I'm like, what happened to this character you wanted to put a passion in? Oh well, this character is boring, this character is not good, so I just want to jump to this character because this character or my favorite top player I love watching main this character. You can't say that because you can't develop that top player's mentality of that character and put it into your own play style. Everybody plays different. So you really have to develop your own play style, your own way, you can't just copy and paste this set player's play style and thinking that you just gonna get results.
Right. And I completely understand. I respect that, man. So that's I've never told you this, man, but that is the reason in which why I always wanted to sponsor you. Not from just a standpoint of like, man, this guy plays the control upside down. He's a great marketing tool,
Appreciate that.
but your passion for the game and your honesty within it. Like I'm playing, yes, I want to win, but I'm having fun and I'm going in there with like this is my game plan, like a Floyd Mayweather type of mentality. Like this is my game plan. Like y'all have to adapt to me, and if you beat the best that I have, then you just beat the best that I have, and that's what it is, and I'm okay with that. And I honor that, man. And it's not always about winning and getting the top prize all the time, though that's important. It's also about the enjoyment and the connecting and the networking that you do, and that's why I always love the fact that one, you represented us in a great way. Hey man, appreciate the lurk, man. Thank you, Cam. Most definitely, bro. Appreciate the love. Why you represented us, man. But it was. I'm gonna spill the beans. I'm gonna say it. The very first tournament that JayForce went to, outside of the state that put publicly, out in Vegas, and he put NU's name on there. He did that 100% by himself, and he was telling people that we was the one that did that for him. That was
Oh yeah, the Soul Calibur World Invitational in
yeah.
2019.
That
I
was
remember.
by far the most honorable thing I've ever seen because I was like, man, I don't have the money, but he still put our name in front of his name, in front of his like name for his sponsorship. I'm like, that right there, no matter where he goes, I don't care what happens, I'm going to do what I can to sponsor and support this man in every avenue that he could as far as it comes to his ventures in fighting games and trying to get better. That was nothing in which that was just so honest and real, man, that I had to put the money front for it, man. That there made me feel as though that, man, he's not here just to move up how I felt towards a lot of people in Indiana who wanted to be sponsored looking for teams. Like he was honestly here for the community and build that, man, and that was such an honor, and I want to thank you for that, man. That was really that really like that was I really enjoyed that, man. Thank you.
No, no
I
problem.
really thank you, man. And then, like I said before, we talked about this. I made the public announcement. I did step down from NU, and I'm doing my own personal thing and my own ventures. It's not even little no more. I got a lot of big stuff going. I still want to give you that opportunity, man. I still want to find ways and where I want to be able to sponsor JayForce. I'm like, JayForce might have this team, but he's 100% supported by Nick because I'm like, I know if he needs to go somewhere, I'm gonna find some way to put some money behind it because he needs to go because you have the drive, you have the passion, you have the welcoming atmosphere in which you
Oh,
can be great
absolutely.
in every aspect that you can do, man. So you are 100% with that.
I
So
feel as a FGC player and a Smash player, if you really want to make results, or you just want to have fun with the game, or even just go out and explore other states that have the same drive as you, or just explore a state just to see how well played this state does compared to your own state. I feel like passion is really key to your progress and growth as a player. Definitely feel like passion is a main factor because most of the time I feel you traveling to other states and people seeing your gameplay or your level from an outsider perspective, they're gonna think, "Oh wow, this scene, their state scene must have some really decent players. I would like to go to their state and see how well their players play." And that plays a big part in tournaments too, because tournaments can produce good players. Yeah, if you
absolutely,
travel, more people gonna come to your area, more people gonna go to this state, and it just draws out the best of the players in tournaments.
absolutely, man, absolutely, 100% agree with that. So I have a few questions, man.
Sure thing.
So how do you feel? You're from Indiana. Indianapolis. That's where you stay, and that's where you play your games. Look at JayForce, one of the best Smash players, stay in Indiana. What is your feel towards the local scene as far as FGC goes in Indiana, and how do you feel as though we can make that scene better and expand more to get people more involved?
Uh, that's a tough question because Indiana's scene has been, I want to say wishy washy, flippity flop kind of thing. It's been like that over the years. Some people, a new game comes out, people stay on it for like a month or two, and then they go back to their old games that they play. Or this game gets a sad update, everybody jumps on the bandwagon, and then all of a sudden they disappear from that bandwagon after a month. Like this has happened with when Soul Calibur came out in 2018. We had a somewhat okay scene in Indiana for I want to say about 2 months, and then the scene just disappeared back to Tekken.
Yeah.
People just felt like Soul Calibur wasn't like Tekken, but they have to realize Soul Calibur is a 3D weapons fighting game, so it's not going to play nowhere near like Tekken.
Not even
It may have
close.
been by Bandai Namco, but when people see Tekken, they see this is a man's game. This is a really good game because the game is so frame heavy and every character is unique in Tekken, which I like about Tekken. But I play Tekken like casually. I don't play it competitively. I do, but I found out Tekken's more frame heavy, and me studying those frames, I can if I wanted to. I just didn't have the time to put in Tekken. I
Boy,
still know how to play Tekken, but fundamentally, if I wanted to get higher up there,
you
I
have to
know it's going to
study.
drain me. I know I won't have fun, but I enjoy watching Tekken. But when Soul Calibur what came out, I've been playing Soul Calibur since Soul Calibur 2 came out, and I really love the whole aspect of the fighting mechanics of the weapon system. What Tekken has what you call a triangle system. Horizontals beat,
To try.
side steps, verticals beat, crouching opponents, and kicks beat uh crouching. Well, it depends. Kicks is kind of like 50-50. But like Soul Calibur, I really love the game for how unique it is and how each character is so diverse and what weapon they use. You got Astaroth wielding a axe. You got Grow wielding a double sword that he can separate. And then you got Guo who uses a Chinese sword and her main factor is her speed. She doesn't do a lot of damage, but she's got the speed to make up for it. And you got Maxi using nunchucks. It's just those kind of characters that everybody's got different weapons to adapt to their play style. And most people saw it as, this is just a weapons fighting game with pretty graphics. So the Indiana scene, in terms of fighting games and competitive, it's more of people willing to put the effort and time into these games and evolve. Some people think they can evolve within a week or a month and think they can just get top results. But when the ones that don't make those kind of results, they just drop the game completely and just don't want to play competitively with this set game anymore or don't want to support the game anymore. So I feel like to move forward in the scene is to really just connect more with the players and see what games can we throw out there and evolve. If this game don't work, cool, we'll move on to the next one. I feel like it's really just passion for players. They need to find a passion for what game they really want to participate or show more in the games. Because right now in Indiana, I feel like all we have is Smash and Tekken, Guilty Gear, and maybe Mortal Kombat and Dragon Ball Fighters, but I'm unsure. But I feel like that's really the top three games for indie: Smash, Tekken, and Guilty Gear at the moment.
Right, and even then, as any other scene that I've seen, I mean, across the country, is like in Chicago itself. Their fighting game scene is heavy in every
Oh
aspect,
yeah.
so they bring everything possible to that scene. A quick question, man: do you stream at all?
No, I don't. I've had so many people ask me to stream. For those of you out there, I'm very new to stream. I don't know nothing about captured cards or whatever equipment you use. The only thing I know about streaming is my PlayStation 5 and this laptop. I know nothing about how to stream on the Switch or anything, but I'm willing to look into it because a lot of people have been asking me, but I'm new to streaming, so I will think about building up my profile and building up how I want to introduce myself to gaming and showing off
Absolutely.
how I play my games.
Absolutely, man, and I'll see if I can get a hold of Daryl or get somebody out there to help you set it up. And of course, man, you more than willing. All you want, you can hit me up and ask questions, any type as far as streaming goes. Man, I'll gladly help you get that together because the world needs to know who you are, bro. Because to me, I know you got the talent. I know you got the skill set, and I know you can make it.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, man. And one of my last couple questions that I have for today: Smash is no longer in Evo.
Yes, that's correct.
How do you feel about not being that one? How do you feel about Smash not being at one of the biggest fighting game events in the world anymore? How do you feel about that?
Um, I will say that is a little disappointing because in 2020, I wanted to enter Evo Smash, but COVID happened, so they had to refund everybody stuff and cancel hotels. I was bummed when I heard that because it was my first time going to Evo. And I was like, okay, well, the next Evo I know is going to be bigger and better. And then all that stuff happened. Um, the Smash, all those allegations. Let me just say allegations. All the allegations happened, and then Evo got canceled. Companies pulled out. Sony took over. And I'm happy for Sony taking over Evo, but for them to not include Smash, I'm a little bummed about it, but I'm not too hurt about it because for those who do know or don't know, I believe Nintendo is with Panda Gaming now, and I think they're gonna have their kind of Evo version of Smash.
Hmm.
So it's like big, but I'm not too bummed down on Evo not having Smash Brothers. I feel like for them to go, I don't know how long it'll last, but just to go even a year or two without smashing Evil, I'm totally okay with that because there's other Smash majors out there. I'm pretty sure people will still support Nintendo. But you also have to consider the voices out there for Evo. Who knows? Maybe the voices out there will probably reach Evo and be like, okay, we'll put Smash in, or Nintendo may pull back in Evo and be like, okay, we'll throw Smash in for next year. But I'm totally okay with their decision for not putting Smash in Evo.
Right.
I will say though, the Evo lineup for this year, I will say it is kind of disappointing because I'm sad Soul Calibur didn't get another year, but
Hmm.
Soul Calibur is
Fighting
not a
game.
big group right now, but I'm one of the very few who strongly supports it.
Well,
And
that and there's no
I feel
Smash
like,
versus Capcom either.
yeah, and I feel like this is a good year for Street Fighter 2 because this is Street Fighter V's final year, if I'm not mistaken.
Please, for the love
They
of
announced
God.
Street Fighter 6, but I'm content that Street Fighter 5 will end on a high note this year, and along with Tekken, if they decide to announce another day. I am very surprised to see Skullgirls is on Evo because
They
I
have.
used to I didn't understand Skullgirls, but my friend introduced me to it, and I really love watching Skullgirls. I actually love watching people who main the characters I play in Skullgirls.
That's good, man. Because I know what's going on, Mike. Appreciate you coming through, man. I'm just in here interviewing one of the best Smash players in the Midwest, JayForce. And I totally understand, man, because there was a point in time where Skullgirls took a step back, had to clear some things up and get some things figured out what's going on in their community, and they came back full fold.
Oh yeah,
Sonic Fox is making a great return into the fighting scene for Evo this year. It seems
yes,
like,
he's super happy to play Mortal Kombat 11 offline.
yeah, like it's good to see him come back with a vengeance because I mean, when I mean, no matter what, doesn't matter. When you think NetherRealm, Mortal Kombat fighting game tournaments, you think Sonic Fox. Period.
Yeah,
He's the best NetherRealm player that we have ever seen, and the man is a good at adapting other fighting games. Unfortunately, when he tries to play Street Fighter, no one from America is going to win. And then Tekken belongs to Knee. And the new scene, I believe in the Middle East scene, is coming into play, and they're showing a lot of good art. Those belong to them and those guys only. So it's good to see in face fights again. Offline was cool. I think offline works for other games, but as far as like fighting games, there's a grit of passion that you can only get when you're facing off with someone in person than offline. And that's
right.
what for me is why the fighting game community holds such a special place in my heart because when you come back from like you got like 2 pixels left of health and you come back with an unbelievable combo and you finish out with the dub, you want to jump up, you want to pump your fist, you want to get in their face because that's the FGC. Like the
Oh yeah.
FGC, I love the FGCs when they like they talk a little trash, they talk a little shit, they let it be known like yeah I'm the best, in a competitive standpoint because competitors in no matter shape or form we gonna talk our shit.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We gonna talk our shit like, yeah, I'm better than you. You have to prove you're not better than me. You know what I'm saying? We're not one of these other scenes like League of Legends or anything like that that try to comb out and comb down. I believe you should invoke that passion, show that love for the game, and once you win, because you put in the time
Oh
for to
yeah.
get better. And I'm tired of my personal opinion. I want fighting games to go back to this type of like in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This combo is known to be Justin Wong's combo because he had to put the work in and make that combo his. Not when you're in Street Fighter 5 where everyone can do the Daigo parry or this, that, and the third. Everyone can do these moves because it's so easy to get into. The learning curve, learning gap is so small. And definitely I want to see, some of our OGs in the game who can still play. I want them to come back and like, man, it feels good to get back into the way of fighting games where I have to put in that work, I have to put in that time, I have to hit the lab, I have to go to these different tournaments, I have to link up with people I train with to get better to pull out this victory because I know if I don't, this person is going to bring their best and beat me. And that's why I believe Smash right now is one of the best fighting games out. Even though people don't want to call it a fighting game, it's one of the best fighting games that's out there. I'm looking at you, Derek. But I digress. JayForce, before we sign off, man, is there anything you want to tell the people?
Um, that's I want to say. Well, for those who want to know tournaments that I would be attending next, I will be attending. I want to say Barrel Bash. I believe that's what it's called. It's a Smash tournament in Kentucky, and this one determines Kentucky's PR for 2022, I believe. And I will be attending. Uh, Twitter just announced, well, Super Smash Con just announced that they are returning this year for August.
Okay.
And I'm ready, and it's in Virginia, and I will be attending that because I've always wanted to go to Super Smash Con. It'll be in August. I will be attending Combo Breaker this year. This one
The
was a tough one because I got invited to Combo Breaker and CEO Dreamland 2022 in Florida. And both of those tournaments are in well, Combo Breakers in May and one is in June. It's just I don't know if I want to do both. So I think I'm gonna just do Combo Breaker just because I've been trying to get to Combo Breaker and I want to support them. So I will be attending that, and I will be attending, like I said, Super Smash Con. If you see me for Indiana, I will be attending Smash tournaments for our upcoming conventions, Indiana Comic Con and Indiana Pop Con. There will be Smash tournaments for them, so I will be attending those, and I will be attending a few local Smash tournaments. I'm not sure what the full lineup is for this year, but I know for the major ones, Combo Breaker and Smash Con and possibly CEO Dreamland, I will attend.
Okay. Shout out to Combo Breaker, one of the last like battlegrounds of the passion of fighting
Yeah,
games. I have to put that in there for
I'm
Derek.
so looking forward to it.
I was supposed to go when COVID hit, man, for the first time. I was going to
Me
go to
too.
Combo Breaker. I was like, man, I'm so upset I didn't go.
When
But
they
I'm
shipped me my badge, I wanted to cry because I had my badge custom made for my gamer tag. I wanted to do it just to show people who I was, and when I found out I got canceled, I was hurt. Like I
yeah,
understand we're in the middle of a crisis, but man, just hearing a major cancel out that you really been wanting to go to for the first time, it hurts.
yeah, it
Just like
hurts
me
for
going with
sure.
Evo. I'm still hoping to go to Evo someday. I wanted to go this year, but I'm not happy with the lineup. Maybe you'll have a better lineup next year. There's always the future, so I'm looking forward to next year's Evo.
I'll probably go
But
to
for people
Evo.
attending Evo this year, good luck and have fun in Vegas. You'll have to watch it.
Most definitely. I'm definitely going to probably go to Evo. When in May is Combo Breaker?
Let me see. I know it's the week before Memorial Week, so I want to say, oh, the 27th, 28th, and the 20. Oh, no, that's not it.
I was about to say shit. I won't be
Yeah, the
there.
27th, 28th, and 29th of May.
Yeah, I won't be able to make it because I'll be in the Midwest in May, but not during that time.
Oh,
But yeah, when I come visit, man, definitely gotta hang, get some sets in. You know, when I haven't
oh,
played any fighting
absolutely.
games in a while. But Mike, if you're still here, man, Metro, if they want to get into the fighting game scene, I got a guy that I know who's going to represent quite great there. But JayForce, I want to go ahead and thank you again, man, for coming through,
Thank
taking time
you.
out your
And
day.
I also want to do a special thank you, actually.
Okay,
Um, he's actually my coach in Smash Brothers.
okay,
His name is Marcus Taylor, for Andy who knows as Crow.
okay.
Um, I played him a lot in Smash and other fighting games, and he's always been influence to me. Like he's been a rival to me. I always shit talk how he plays zero IQ characters and shit talk how he thinks he can beat me with any character. It pisses me off. He knows he can get under my skin, and I hate fighting him sometimes. But the day I beat Marcus, I was so happy because even though I hated playing Marcus and I hated fighting him, he's actually a huge influence to my growth as a Smash player because he's taught me a lot. So if you're watching this, Marcus Taylor, I really appreciate all the coaching, all the lessons. You really helped me evolve as a player.
That's good,
That's
man. I'm
cool.
glad. I'm glad. Hey, man, you are the people that we have on our stream, man. They said they can't wait until you get your stream up because they done you done earned some followers already, man. And we're gonna build the
I
name
appreciate it,
JForce
guys.
up in the household already, man. And hey, if we can, everyone tune in to Blur Lines podcast on YouTube. I'm going to post a link. JForce was clipped as of recently on what tournament was you at, man?
Oh,
As of
Level Up Expo.
Level Up Expo, Jay was actually seen
Oh,
clip
I
playing
couldn't
his
do it.
game, and they was like, "This man is kicking ass with a controller upside down. This is
Yeah.
a madman. This man is
Oh man.
crazy."
I
Matter of
happened to
fact,
wake up one morning and I opened the Discord. I got tagged in the Discord chat, so I'm looking. Hey, JForce, you know he got clicked on YouTube? So I clicked the YouTube link, and it was my set against that Ridley player at the tournament, and they was zoomed in on the controller I was holding at the time. I was like, oh no. See, when I'm on stream, I don't notice where the cameras are, so I normally get clipped somewhere, but sometimes I don't even notice the camera be right in front of me or
yeah,
around me.
yeah, huh? And you had a beautiful crowd around you, man. Hey, if anyone wants, go ahead check that out. He just posted a link in the chat, so go ahead check that out, man. And be on the lookout for JForce, man. He was NU's very first signed esports player, and he stayed the longest. He was the one I signed, ladies and gentlemen. Because I know talent when I see it, and JForce is that guy with talent, and I know he's going to go far. I know he's going to reach the limits. I know he's going to be a superstar and a household name one day. And I was glad to be able to sit down to not only support and invest in that, but to know that that is a friend that I can call upon and have any type of discussion with. And I'm very happy, and I'm excited to see where your journey goes, JForce. And if there's anything you need from me, man, and hopefully if I can find more opportunities, even sponsorships, man, I'm going to send them your way because I believe in you.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Yes,
having me here.
absolutely, man. Yes, Chris, this is the guy. This is the guy. He is that person, man. We can sit down and talk, bro. Believe me, I believe this is the one for it. No, it's not that I believe. I know this is the guy. I know.
Thank
Most definitely, man. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and everyone tune in later on tonight as I sit here and I will play Elden Ring for another night of pain and anguish because last night I posted a clip of myself. JForce, I was a hit away from beating this one boss and I died.
you. Oh man. Many people tell me how stressful that game is, and if I ever stream, oh no. for those who see me play games, there I do have rage moments. Like Smash Brothers, I have rage moments just because it's online. Soul Calibur, I have rage moments because certain character matchups I just absolutely hate. But no, you're not asking me to play Elden Ring because
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I'm a rage on that game.
man, Ghoulie Gang. Unfortunately, I am 71. No, I'm 70 hours and some change in
Oh wow.
already. Yeah, Jay. Yeah, yeah. So it's not that I can't play it. I've already been playing it, and I'm chasing the white horse. I can't let it go. I'm stuck there. I'm sitting here like,
My coworkers tell
woo.
me every day how great Elden Ring is, and they play it daily. So I believe it that the game is, a lot of people invest time into playing that game. I see the game being potentially good. So
Yeah, I mean, it's to us, man. It's going to be, I believe, one of the games of the year. Again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you for all of those in the chat. Appreciate the mod, my nigga Coco. We're gonna have to get some of these emotes and get our alerts going. Cause Coco in the chat, she don't play around. I don't think Chris, Mike Hennessy, Cam coming through. Let's see who's all here today. Oh yeah, Ghoulie again. Thank you for the tier 1 subscription, man. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. It has been an honor to sit here and talk to JayForce, man. He is a very good friend of mine. He is a great Smash player. It has been an honor, and I cannot wait to see where his journey goes. And we're going to keep interviewing. We're going to keep posting him, man. We're going to splatter his name everywhere so people knows. I mean, we can build from that. And then I want to shout out to my nephew. Happy early birthday, Braden. Dad Pad Gaming could not be here because he is doing his dad thing. Happy belated birthday to his beautiful wife, Q. Sis, you are doing your thing. You're a hell of a mother. And then shout out to all the beautiful women, all the gamers, all the young males doing their thing, handsome young men doing their thing, and doing great. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Again, we have a show tomorrow with another special guest, Lady Gunner. We'll be talking about the status of being a woman in gaming and getting her idea and see if we can bring her on board and talk about that. But JayForce, thank you again, man. It's been an honor.
thank you so much for having me.
No problem. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to leave y'all again with one of the best intros of all time. And we are out of here.
See ya.
ほらよ次元
サンキュー
ほんじゃ改めて乾杯